We detected an unusual trade in Apple stock worth $93 million on the last trading day, May 6th. And so in this video, we will analyze this unusual option activity to find out how this wealthy investor is trading Apple. Are they bullish or bearish? So that we can also trade in the same direction to make money while the rich are getting richer. Because as we all know, the rich have more access to information, sometimes leaked information, to make better financial decisions on Wall Street. Now, if you've been following our channel, you know that the last time we analyzed unusual option activity on Apple was on March 11, on this day. And ever since then, you can see the stock has come up about 5%. This was the video where we published our trade and our analysis as to why we got into Apple. If you missed it, you can search the title, or we'll put a link at the top here. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss out on these profitable opportunities we share on our channel. How much profit did we make? Well, more than 5%, because we did not simply just buy the stock. We traded with options. This was the option trade that we shared on March 11. It was these March 2025 options at the 205 strike calls and the 235 strike calls. So we did not have to wait until next year for these options to be profitable. You can see the profit right now, $142 of profit, because Apple has gone up 5% ever since we got into the trade. And so how much does that translate into options profits? A lot more. Okay, 142. You can see that we paid 513 for each of these trades. So 142 of profit divided by 513, cost of the trade times 100 for a percentage. That's 27% profit, right? So if we divide by the 5% of gain from the stock, you can see we made 5.5 times more by using options. Okay, so that's the advantage of options. We have a lot more leverage to gain a lot, but there's also risk. You could lose a lot as well, but you have to understand how to trade options so you can limit the risk. Right, so that's what we do. And if you want to learn more on how we set up option strategies and find the stocks that the wealthy investors are trading with higher chance of profit, then make sure to go to our website where we share that information. All right. So what's going on with Apple now? Is it still bullish? Because that also helps us decide whether or not we should close our current trade or not. Right. Or if it's bearish, right? So this was the position here, the March 2025. You can see our position still open here at the 205s and the 235s right here, where we sold this one and we bought this one for a vertical call spread. So let's take a look at what's going on now on the options time and sales tape. We can see here on May 6th at 11:39, we had these three options being traded. Most significant of the day, 5,476 contracts for the July 19 options, 170 strike puts, 185 strike calls, and the 200 strike call. What does this mean? Let's take a look at the chain for the July options. So at the 170 strike puts, we believe they are selling these puts. And then at the 185 strike calls, we believe they are buying these and they are selling the 200 strike calls. And so when we analyze this trade, you can see that this is what their trade looks like. this is a bullish trade because as Apple stock goes up, it becomes profitable. If it goes down, it is a loss. Okay, the x-axis here represents the share price of Apple. We can also see from the Greeks here, this is a bullish long trade with this positive delta here. Okay, if it was a short position that is bearish, it would be a negative delta. Okay, so based on this trade, we can also find out how much they spent because they sold the 170 strike puts, essentially saying they're willing to own 100 shares at this price. So we multiply by 100 to find that it's $17,000 of buying power required to put on just one trade, right? So how many trades did they do? 5,476. So we multiply by 5,476 trades or contracts. $93 million. Okay, so they had to have this amount of money in order to put on this type of trade. Okay, so that is why we know this is a wealthy investor making a big move on Apple. And that is why we want to still stay bullish on Apple with our current long bullish trade. All right, so the problem though with Apple is that every day there is lots of data and also lots of other wealthy investors who are trading Apple. And some days it could be bearish and some days it could be bullish. So monitoring Apple takes a lot more data analysis work because there's a lot more data because this is a stock that is traded heavily every day. So the data is not as clear as other stocks that we analyze on our website, where we can follow the trades of wealthy investors to make better predictions as to where stocks go, because those stocks don't have many investors trading them. All right, and so that's why those stocks that we share on our website are higher chance of profit. If you want access to those, make sure to go to our website. We'll put a link at the top here. And make sure to watch our March 11 video when we last covered Apple. If you missed it, we'll put a link over here as well. Comment below what you think will happen to Apple. As usual, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and have a wonderful day. Take care.